special guest, Lailan Bento. What's up?
Aloha. Thank you for having me on.
By her saying aloha, you probably know that she's in Hawaii. She's a very special guest. You know why? Because she's starting to implement AI in her business, and I'm excited to chat with her about 20 minutes. We're going to learn about how she's implementing AI. I think she has some questions for us. She knows we've been doing AI for years here at vastsolutionsgroup.com. So let's get right to it. First, tell us a little bit about yourself, okay, Lailan?
Sure. My name is Lailan Bento. I am born and raised right here on Hawaii Island in Hawaii, and I own Hawaii Development Group, which is a real estate company that does general real estate as well as developments.
I like it. I like it. And she's a big time. It sounds like she's a big time agent out there in Hawaii. We have a number of clients who are doing business out in Hawaii, and it sounds like she's doing extra good stuff in Hawaii. So tell us a little bit about you now finding artificial intelligence to help your business.
I would see, AI everywhere, right? And I was a little afraid, even though I come from the tech generation, I'm still, a little hesitant because kind of a control freak of trying to give a computer all of your, power. And so this summer I had created, or actually the beginning of the year, created a college fund scholarship for Native Hawaiian kids. And I was trying to think of like essay topics. And then my daughter was sitting there. She's a junior at USC, and she taught me how to use Chat GPT, which I was blown away. At the end of a busy business day, you have like your brain fog, and couldn't come up with any ideas. And she helped me do Chat GPT because I was trying to have her edit some of the essays, right? And she was like, I'm like, you go to school, you're in business school, can you help me rewrite this? And she's like, no, Chat GPT, Mom. And so then we started going down a rabbit hole using AI, and I was blown away. I started going on there daily of just different questions.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, one, the power of it. Only 4% of the world's population right now is using AI, number one. But also, number two, by the way, since we do tax, a lot of people don't realize you could get, especially as a business owner, you could get R&D credits, research and development credits, which are better than deductions. It's actually the government's putting money in your pocket to use chat, to use Gemini, et cetera, et cetera. So that's awesome you're using it. It's very,
Wow.
very smart. It'll help your business, I promise
Yeah.
you. So it sounds like you went somewhere and you started to learn a little bit more about how you can utilize artificial intelligence. Chat as an example. Why don't you throw out some ways that you've learned how to use artificial intelligence for your business?
Well, I started off with the college fund, and then I started implementing just different systems in my company with Chat GPT. And then I did join recently because I do need to scale my company and grow the company, and met with this very successful real estate owner nationally. And he explained to me, I need to get a mentor, right? I'm at that point, I need to get a business mentor. So I joined this organization. I have a business mentor. So I started going down, had a whole list of questions for him when I flew to California 2 weeks ago. And I used to have for myself an entire marketing team for many years, right? And very costly, time consuming. And so I asked him, because he has a great online presence, and he said, you don't need the entire media team anymore, because he used to have it. He said, just use AI. So I started implementing, and he was teaching me how he just has an office admin, AI, and a videographer once a month, and that's it, instead of everyone else, right, that we would normally or used to hire before. Yeah.
That's a huge deal because you can, I don't, in your industry, you don't really do this, but you can have lower fees as a result because you're more efficient. You don't have to charge as much, et cetera, et cetera. And that's a huge deal. Plus you get to spend more time at home theoretically because you're more efficient, which is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So how big was your marketing team before, by the way?
There was about five of them, and I was spending about 12 to 14,000 a month. It was
Oh,
crazy, but at the time we were just starting into COVID. I wanted to rebrand my entire real estate brand, which they did help with. The clientele started changing. I started moving into that luxury um, marketing. And so I did need them at the time, and then I would see my ROI, right, with them. And then over the years, with AI coming through and just new systems, penetrating through the real estate industry, I didn't really need all of them.
mhm.
A lot of the time consuming was coming up with content, right? Finding scenery, what store, what business. I mean, that took a lot of time. And now with AI, we don't even need to do that anymore. You just ask AI what's trending, and yeah, it comes up with all your ideas for you.
That's exactly right. A lot of people don't realize that. You could plot. Actually, what we did, we just plotted out in 52 weeks of content all in one sitting. I don't know how long it took. Let's just say it took whatever 4 hours. Now we have content. We strategize what content we're going to have, and then
Yeah.
it helped us. Our AI model called Einstein helped us to write specific posts that we're going to be able to do on a daily basis, or actually even 2 times a day in some cases, and it's going to totally help us. Now, at the same time, yeah, I hate not having to hire a bunch of people, employ people, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But the flip side is, we're more efficient, cost savings for us and our clients. It makes a lot of sense. So
Yeah, it is.
now that we've,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
It's definitely a no-brainer, and it takes out, well, running a business, you have all these hats already, and then real estate, right? You're going from negotiating with a client, then now you got to think of, content ideas, and you're just not in that headspace, right? It's like you're trying to shuffle everything and then babysit real estate agents, and yeah, it just really, it's like a miracle basically, and it takes away all that time from a business owner of trying to come up with ideas and executing them also.
Yeah, help me to understand, because when we first started talking, you said, "Oh, you should start a class on it." But
Yeah.
why do you think people aren't employing or using AI nearly as much as they should in your case? What's the barrier?
I think we just don't know. Like I didn't know. I would hear of it and you see it all over. I think I was a little afraid, to be honest, and to jump into it because it's like the unknown, right? But it's like that's where it's almost like when the internet came out, nobody wanted to really, jump into that. They were a little scared about that. And yeah, I was a little hesitant at first, like, what is this? Is it going to be replacing humans? Which it kind of is. But I mean, for me as a business owner, it's been phenomenal. And I'm just getting started with it. And they don't really, I know real estate here, they don't really emphasize too much on AI, but I think we definitely need to because that's where the world's going right now with technology.
Yeah, like I told you, we've been doing AI since 2018, really before then. But I think art,
Incredible.
I think real estate's one of the last places that employs technology, specifically AI.
Yeah.
I just think it's, I'm not going to say the all old boys
Yeah.
network, but it's just kind of old school. I mean,
It is.
it takes a long time to change, and I think the people who are using artificial intelligence are going to far surpass the people who are not, and the
Yep.
people who are not using artificial intelligence are going to lose either their livelihood, their business, net worth, etc., to people who are using it, like it sounds like you're going to be doing.
Yeah. And I think, with business, just in real estate, I've noticed, people that don't want to change, there's always new trends, right? When I first got in, probably was one of the first people to promote, use Zillow. And I had old timers just like rolling their eyes like Zillow. But that's what was big at that time,
Hmm.
right? So it was like if you don't keep up with what's new, with all these new trends and technology, you're going to be really left behind because everything is online, right? Especially the
Well,
cost savings with AI, I feel as a business owner.
oh, it's funny. You just said, keep up with the trends. Artificial intelligence or AI, any of the models, let's mention some of the AI models. I mean, there's ChatGPT, there's Gemini, there's Claude, there's a whole number. Those, if you are using those can help you keep up with the trends, and
Yeah.
maybe even keep up before the trends actually happen, which sounds crazy, but
Yeah.
there is that possibility. And I think that as a real estate developer, et cetera, agent, as an example, the better off you are to understand what the trends are, the better off you'll be overall.
I completely agree. And what I do like about AI, it's almost like when you hire someone, right? And you're looking for a certain brand and they don't really know you. So you keep having to like, oh, I like this look, or like this answer. It already knows that, especially for me. So it knows, okay, she's on development. She sells real estate. She's in Hawaii. It kind of caters of, what topics I discussed before with it. So it actually gets to know you, right? Which I like that instead of like, no, change this or revise this. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think what you're saying is you can train it by prompting. So
Yeah.
instead of going to a human, let's say, and having to
Yeah.
explain it, then there's turnover at that firm. Then you have to explain it, more about your marketing process, et cetera, to a new person. You
Yeah.
just put it all in, let's say, Chat GPT as an example, or Gemini. You type it all in all at once. It remembers it, and then you can even specialize it and get it even more customized to your specific business, because it
Yeah.
will know your business the better you prompt it, and then
Yeah.
help you more and more down the road it only gets smarter, generally speaking, meaning the AI model, that being Chat or Claude or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially like for example, I'm Native Hawaiian, and I always found in real estate, you'll see developments or people look at a Waikiki luau, they don't really capture our culture correctly. It's very cheesy, the grass skirts and the pineapple juice. And I've seen that with hiring, let's say marketing companies for Hawaii, right? They're missing it. It looks kind of cheesy, the graphics and just the branding, verbiage, but AI is really capturing our culture when I ask it certain questions or like the mission statement, pertaining to Hawaii or Hawaiian culture. These are the certain core values. It knew the meaning. It was phenomenal instead of, I just remember for many years, even before real estate, I was in the hotel industry and sales, and we would have to kind of explain to these marketing firms, like, no, 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 that's not what the look we're going for. But AI nails it. And I'm like, yes, they get it, because it's hard to explain it to people unless they like are from here.
Yeah, and you mentioned offline that you used it for your mission statement. I think that's the fundamental element, foundation of all businesses. And if you can use that
Yeah.
and use that as a jumping off point, which I think you have, I
Yeah.
think that's a huge deal. That's pretty smart that you did that. You used AI for your mission statement.
Yeah, I had the core values. I had a different mission statement, but that was like from 10 years ago, right? It's just like, hey, this is where we're going. Can you tweak this? And it did it in like 5 minutes. It was phenomenal. And it went in the direction I exactly needed it to go. Yeah.
Love hearing that. So
So
actually,
saving time, money, I mean, it's just so many pluses.
I love hearing that. So before we get, I always forget, how do people get a hold of you if you're interested in people getting a hold of you about real estate or whatever in Hawaii as an example?
Um, my website is just lailanbento.com, or my Instagram is at Lailan Bento, or my cell phone is 808-936-1800.
So are you looking for, it sounds like no, but let's just throw it out. How can you serve the audience? What are you looking for, if anything, or how are there any services, et cetera, that you think you could deliver to any people who are out there listening or watching?
Sure. I'm born and raised here in Hawaii. I am a native Hawaiian. Most realtors are not from the island. So for our audience, if you have any questions about our culture, buying real estate, a big one is buying a vacation rental in Hawaii. Just anything that you want to know about Hawaii. Where's the volcanoes? Where should I buy? Where should I rent? Just let me know and I can help it. I can go ahead and help anyone.
Can you help everyone or anyone at any different island, or how does that
Yes.
work with you?
Yes. So our license is for all the islands. Every island is different, so we do have contacts on every island. You do want to probably have a realtor from that island, that area, because each district is vastly different in the state of selling real estate. But yeah, I can go ahead and connect them with anyone on any of the islands.
Awesome. Do you want to shed any light as to your cool development, or is that a big
Yeah.
secret?
No, we're going to be launching. It is an affordable housing development. It's more for workforce housing out here in the Kohala Coast. That should be starting in the next couple of months. And then I have two other luxury developments. One is a vacation rental single family development, which is very hard to find in the state now that they're trying to cut back on allowing vacation rentals. So that's out here in the Waikoloa Resort area. Both of them are. So if you're looking to buy just a regular home or a vacation rental, I can go ahead and help you with that too.
I like it. But what's
Yeah.
going to happen, I'm sure going forward, you're going to get bigger and bigger because you're going to be doing more social media, really with the help of ChatGPT, artificial intelligence. So, in
Yeah.
closing, what's in store for you tomorrow? Meaning, what do you expect to happen in whatever 5 years for your business because you're using artificial intelligence as an example?
I sure hope to grow with AI and then to be able to help other people. That's part of our culture, is helping other people, because that's what I do now. Just have spent so much time hiring the wrong people, spending an excess amount of money on things that did work, didn't work. So that's what I try to do with people that are entering real estate, is try to help them with getting them in the right direction. And AI is definitely where we're going, and it's helped me tremendously just in the small amount I've already started using it. So I'm excited to continue with that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Just one last time, how does someone get a hold of you?
they can go ahead and I have Instagram at Lailan Bento or my website, lailanbento.com, or you can go ahead and text or call 808-936-1800.
All right, guys. That was awesome. Hey, guys. Once again, this is Kenneth French of VastSolutionsGroup.com with Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. Thanks, everybody.